What is up, YouTube? It is your girl Isis, or as you know me as Ice, and I am here today with a video about my lessons in my 20s. And so, although I am 27 now, I started this YouTube channel when I was only 18, newly 18 at that, and it has been almost 10 years since I started this channel. No, I have not remained consistent. However, it's been 10 years. There's been a lot of lessons learned and lessons that I'm still learning. So I composed a list that I think would be great for those of you that are in your lower 20s, you're newly in your 20s, and you don't even have to be in your 20s. Honestly, this could apply to any portion of your life. Again, these are lessons I'm still learning and some that I have learned. And then also some that, like it's a little mixture of words of wisdom, seeds people have planted that I did not realize were there and were very useful and integral in my journey until now. Okay, so I hope you enjoy. I do have my little notepad in my list with me, so let's get started because I love to talk a lot and I will go off topic. So number one, don't forget to celebrate your accomplishments. Again, don't forget to celebrate your accomplishments. I cannot stress this enough. And this is in sequential order. So this is my number one. And the reason why is because sometimes even I forget to celebrate my own accomplishments. I'm a person that's a go-getter. I'm always making a list of goals that I can accomplish. However, it can be very challenging at times. And sometimes I could be so focused on conquering the challenge that I forget to celebrate the challenge and my endeavors. And so don't forget to celebrate yourself, even if it's the smallest thing. So for example, if you're in school and you're in a class that's very challenging for you, or you're at work and there's a promotion that you truly want, or a goal that you really want to set for yourself, like getting out of your comfort zone, something like that, and you do something that and you're able to accomplish that goal, go ahead, take yourself out, buy yourself a new thing of some new lip gloss, a new lipstick, your favorite lipstick, go to the movies, spend time with loved ones, get a little drink or two, if you're of age, but get a little drinky drink. That is something that you can do. Number two, pick and choose your battles. This one is a hard one that I am still learning, and I would say I've learned it, but it can be a bit of a challenge sometimes when you face people that can really test you. But it's basically reiterating the fact that everything is not worth fighting for, okay? Everything is not even a battle. Sometimes things are there to help you become a better person. And also too, this could apply even if you're a person that's a hothead or you're very argumentative. Everything is not worth arguing over. You got to pick and choose your battles. And when I say some things are not worth fighting for, I truly meant that. You could be in a relationship that is not good for your well-being, in a friendship that's not serving you well, and you realize, you know what, I've been fighting this battle for a long time. This is not worth my mental health. Nothing is worth you sacrificing your mental health. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter how long you knew this person. It's not worth it. You have to pick and choose your battles in life. And if you really want to dive deeper into that, there's a book called The Four Agreements. I forgot who it's by, but I had a supervisor who recommended that book to me, and that is one of the lessons in there was picking and choosing your battles, knowing where to allocate your energy, because there will be times where people will test you, and you just got to just let it be. You can't match everyone's energy, and also matching people's energy is draining. Okay, let's move on to number three. Time management. Make time management your BFF, your best friend. I cannot stress this enough. There's so many people that will tell you, I don't have enough time in a day. I don't have enough time. You get 24 hours in a day. You're sleeping for about what, depending on the type of person you are, about 3 to 10 hours, right? Of that 24 hours. So that means that remaining 14 hours is solely up to you. The free time that you spend on social media, You could be spending that time maybe getting some coursework done. You could be spending that time maybe with loved ones instead of staying in isolation all the time. There's a way for you to get everything that you want accomplished if you manage your time wisely. Any person, if you watch any channel or watch anyone who has kids, like the families that have like 12 plus kids, like I watch their videos and I don't even have kids. And if you look at it, all of these super moms, what they all have in common is time management. They get up super early in the morning to maximize their day. They make time for themselves. They make time for their kids. They make time to cook dinner, time for their husband. If they can do it, you can do it too. Amen. Let's move on to number 4. Do the inner work, okay? The inner work will always reflect on the outer work. And honestly, it is a domino effect. I would say to work on both, just from personal experience, because you can do the inner work, but if you're not, like taking care of your physical health as well as your mental health, because they both work together, right? So you're not taking care of those things in the way that you should, it will backfire. There were times where my inner work was on 100% and then the outer work did not reflect it at all. And I'm not saying it to talk about body image or whatnot. I'm just saying to really value your physical in the same way as you do your mental. It does matter. But the inner work is the most important key to it all, because you can lose all the weight. You can have the best body in the world. And honestly, some of the most attractive people have the lowest self-esteem, right? The times where I was by my heaviest weight, my confidence was on 10. And now I'm way smaller and I'm having to go and dive back into that inner work because I've been trying to focus on one aspect at a time. So I say this not as someone who's perfect, but as someone who's learning as well. And last but not least, number 5. Things will get better if you let them. You cannot harbor on, and it is not best to harbor on everything that went wrong. Everyone has their good days and their bad days. Everyone has their own flaws. They have certain trials and tribulations that they face in life. But if you harbor on those things, you will miss out on the joys of life. Time will pass you. I kid you not, 10 years went by just like this. And I remember when I was in college, when I first entered and when I was 18 and I was a fish out of water, my older sisters and my mom were like, hey, you better appreciate this time because it's only going to come once. That's it. And I was so hyper focused on being perfect, so hyper focused on so much that I wasn't truly enjoying the time in the way that I should have. And so now I'm 27 years old, still learning how to just accept things as they are, how to enjoy the very little things, because everything won't always go right? So I'm learning to take things moment by moment, sometimes day by day, and letting things happen in the way that they should, good or bad. I've also become more faith-based, and my relationship with God has deepened tremendously. So I'm also, diving into my Bible, and I'm learning to really trust in God's timing, because everything bad that's happened has helped me and has shown, has always had a greater purpose, more than what I understood at that point in time. So at that time, it was like, oh, like, why is this happening? Why? It was happening for a reason. And it was so helpful. Like, I remember I went through this horrible breakup in high school, and I was like, how will I recover? Why me? I was depressed for 3 years, y'all. 3 years. Didn't want to talk to a man, didn't want to look at a man, didn't have no none of that. I was just over it. And it reached a point where I was like, how long am I going to sit in this? Time is passing me by. I'm looking at my friends, I'm looking at my peers, and they're like, Isis, you got to let that go. Right? So things will get better if you let them. Okay? Because things that are good are not going to force themselves on you. They're going to happen and you can choose to accept them, or they will pass you by, just like time. Time waits for no one. Okay? So this is a composed list of the top 5 things of the lessons that I've learned and I am still learning in my 20s. I hope you truly enjoyed the video, and I do have more content to come. A lot of my content will really center around just my experiences in life, the lessons I've learned. It'll also have like some of the little crafts that I'm into. I've been wanting to create a channel for a while now, and I'm very anxious making this video, but I have faith that God has led me here and that things will work out for the good. Okay? So, as always, remember that you are amazing. In every video, I'm going to end with that. I have a sign right here, which you can't see. It's so irritating because like I had the whole setup. Oh, you can see it a little, but it says you are amazing. Always remember, you are amazing. You are capable and you can do this. It is never too late to become a better person. And your time has not passed. Y'all be blessed. And as always, life is nice when it's with ice. Bye, y'all.